Good to see you guys. Good to see every last one of y'all tuning in tonight to hang out. Hopefully everything is coming through all right. Got my AirPods I'm rocking tonight just to try out the microphone, see how's that sounding to you guys. So if the beanie's interfering or anything like that, just let me know, all right? But um, hey, just want to say happy President's Day. Isn't that a nice thing, right? And there's something happening right now in the news. It's actually been I've been kind of keeping track of it for a little bit now, and then somebody reached out to me on Instagram to talk about it, and then I saw Mr. Guns and Gear post about it. Then I saw my buddy Jared post a video about it, and his video is great. I just actually watched it before coming onto the stream, Guns and Gadgets, and he goes into pretty specific detail about Tate Adamayak. All right, he's a Navy sailor that is being ultimately just bullied and completely taken advantage of by the tyrants at the ATF. His house was raided by 40 plus law enforcement entities, federal mostly, and all for made up shit by the federal government. So take a look at it. I'm actually going to put the gunwriter.com has a great article written on it. And I'm also going to post Jared's video to it as well because it's solid stuff. Like I said, Jared always does a great job on the latest 2A news. And I told him, I was like, hey, just, feel free to jump in the live stream tonight. But he said he's about to go to bed, and I don't want him for that whatsoever. Um, but here is the link to Jared's video if you guys would like to see it as well. And I'm just going to take this off just in case the AirPods are getting a little muffly or anything like that. But yeah, so all in all, it's horrible shit what's happening to Tate. Take a look at what I posted in the chat just now. Read that article because it's actually a conversation with Tate as well. And I'm going to set it up to where maybe I can actually get an interview with him if possible, or as close to an interview on the channel also, because this should scare every last one of us. He's an avid gun collector. He also had, precious metals that he collected and even like old coins, things like that. And the feds came and like confiscated all of that stuff. There's currently one attorney that's working on his case without pay. So anything we can do to try to help, this guy and of course shine light on his case is huge. So yeah, there you go. Better without the hat. Good. Much better. Okay, good. But man, it's unfortunate. Like I said, it's scary. He had a lot of replicas. He had a replica Sten gun. A replica. Okay. This isn't a functioning firearm. And the ATF pretty much went in after him after an informant, a rat, uh, threw our boy under the bus. But threw him under the bus for legally owning replica firearms. You get what I'm saying? And yeah, some of the information is just completely falsified and just absolute bullshit from my understanding, and it's disgusting. So take a look at it and let me know what you guys think. All right, cool. So with all that being said, cheers to all of you guys again on this President's Day. Um, some of you might not think it's a President's Day worth celebrating. I think a majority of us probably are look at this as a President's Day to celebrate. And I fell into a trap earlier. Guys, a trap. I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have put any time or effort into a conversation that I knew would go nowhere. But Facebook got me. All right. Somebody that I knew for a very long time, older white lady, just keeps posting like so much leftist propaganda. And I fell into the trap of actually like commenting back because she tagged me because I just did a laugh react. Like I just laugh at it. Like I see it, whatever. I'm gonna laugh at it, right? She called me out. She commented, and talked about Trump and the shadow government that's currently running the government, believes that Biden had so many great what he did on his own, from what it sounded like, during his administration, and I am dumbfounded that people still believe that Biden was actually a functioning, coherent, mentally able individual, but there's still so many that believe that. Anyway, all right. I digress. I shouldn't have spent the time to read the comments and then even on top of that, respond back. I even caught myself in my own circle, because I was like, wow, some of the shit you are saying truly is vile. Um, yeah, again, just some of the stuff you'd have to be there to see it type of thing. It's Facebook. What am I doing? But yeah, it's just don't fall into the trap with these people. That's all there is to it. They're going to loop you in with a bunch of bullshit and then just say a bunch of disillusioned things that are just guys, get out there, focus on yourself. Don't fall into these traps. Don't listen to the mainstream media. Make independent journalism mainstream media. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's pretty much what we saw happen in this last election with Joe Rogan, with Sean Ryan. I mean, if Kamala Harris would have actually been on those shows, um, I think she probably would have lost even harder than she did, as unbelievable as that might be. But at least she would have tried, and I could have given her credit for that. You know what I mean? But here we are. Um, I've got 2A bourbon next to me that I am drinking some of tonight. While I was down here editing this next week's video, I was sipping on a little bit of that. And I've switched over to, as you guys probably already know, LaFroig. So, what's everybody else drinking tonight? Cheers to you guys. Get to a couple of comments. And then I'm going to get into Magnum Mafia at gmail.com because it's been a while since we've done any Buster builds. None of the live streams get monetized, which is funny because you guys always get ads, and I always get limited monetization, so it makes no sense whatsoever. So, if you guys want to help the boy out with a couple of super chat, super stickers, it would be greatly appreciated. And yeah, we'll do a couple of blasters, Buster, you know, builds, if that's what you want to call it. But here we are. All right. Anyway, I saw that Keith, you were the first one to post. So yeah, I did actually pin your comment to the top of the chat. Another late one. I'm up. Good to see you. All. See you. Well, thank you for being a month late. Appreciate it. Rent Collector has a feeling that tonight's live stream is going to be the weather better than the weather. And let me tell you right now, guys, as a North Carolina boy, who's this is my second winter here in New England, I've never seen so much snow in my life. Like my y'all remember my railroad tie range that I have in the back? Snow is covering my targets. Like up to the silhouette targets, the Shooting Targets USA code Magnum there, little shameless plug. The snow is up to those targets. I have never seen this much snow in my life, and the wind is atrocious. And it's still a novelty to me. I'm here for it. I'm loving it. My foreigner is loving it. I went out. I grabbed a cup of coffee for my fiance this morning. I came back and I was doing donuts in the driveway. I'm loving this shit. Everybody else I see with their snowboards and everything, they've been living this way. They'll just have a little snow shovel that ain't doing shit anymore. But I like $1,000 look like an investment. What I need to get is on one of those egg products flamethrowers. I might have one laying around somewhere. But yeah, that's what I'm about to start melting the snow with for the patio and the walkway and everything. Whew, it's a lot. Anyway, hope everybody had a great Valentine's Day, by the way. Uh, you know, Valentine's Day is a significant day because, of course, February 14th, 1911 was the patent for the 1911 pistol. So always applaud that. Back to back World War champ over there. You know what I'm saying? So that's always fun. One of my buddies called me, asked if I was in New York City. I was for Valentine's Day and doing some wedding stuff because my fiance was over there getting wedding dress stuff fittings and all that type of stuff, and it was pretty fun. There's this place called Michael Andrews Bespoke. It's like a groom shop. It's like a man's place to go get suits and things. And I went over there, got fitted for a cool little tuxedo and all that stuff, something that I might be wearing for the Gundies next year if they invite me back. And I really like that place because it's super chill and they just poured me Lafroig and just let me hang out and I had a great time and it was a lot of fun. And then we all wound up over there. So it was great. But anyway, yeah. So I saw a couple of you guys too in New York, and so if you're there, hey, best of luck to you. Place is crazy. But yeah, so hopefully you all had a great Valentine's Day. Hopefully you're having a great President's Day as well. All right. And then we've got Greg over here commenting that nothing better than Florida on vacation listening to Clint preaching freedom. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. And the Florida weather does sound kind of nice. I'm not going to lie. I'll be there next month, though, for the wedding. Brian, thanks for taking the time to hang out with us today, brother. I know things are hectic right now, but you always come through. I got your six. Appreciate that. And yeah, things things are hectic right now. I didn't get a video out this past week because of the travel and all that. And again, it's just a one man show over here. I am looking at maybe, you know, getting some help with editor and perhaps the videographer, but at the same time, YouTube ain't paying that much right now, so it'll keep being me for a little while. Hopefully, I'll get caught up on videos at some point. All right. Next week's video, though, we'll be talking about my plate carrier setup, which um, the Skeletac plate carrier is great, but y'all already know this is my go-to, my Cry JPC 2.0, and yeah, I kind of go into detail about this entire thing. I know a lot of y'all want to know what the phone case is up front. I know a few of you will probably want to know what the fixed blade is going on here, so I'll be hitting all of that in next week's video. All right, so yeah, that'll be a pretty good time. Oh, let's see, my buddy Daryl. You just sound audio's breaking up. AirPods isn't doing it. It's a learning experience over here. All right, is what it is. I thought it was going to actually be better, but guess not. I'll take those out. Thank you, Rustic Arms. He texted me. I saw it come across on my screen. I'm like, oh shit. Appreciate you guys. But there it is. I see the super chats coming through now about the sound. Yeah, maybe I'll use that to invest in a better microphone too. But hey, if the MacBook, if the audio there is working perfect. Thank you, Mike, also for being a monthly member. Thanks for the super chat. Good evening, Clint. It's nice to see that President's Day has returned now that we have a real person. How about that? That's pretty funny. Thank you. X marks the spot. A couple bucks for a new mic. Appreciate that. Midnight Hunter. Sound is terrible. Damn it. And then Solo Gordo, AirPods isn't doing it. AirPods isn't doing it, homie. I got it. And thank you, by the way, Midnight Hunter, for shooting me that email, by the way, about the different blades, metals, things like that. That was a pretty slick email. So there you go. Y'all are roasting the audio. All right. It's all good. Better now, actually. Perfect. So there you go. And you know what? That might be the way to go. Just do a group phone call with everybody, and I'll just touch base. That's what I should do, is just start hosting Zoom meetings at this point. Let's just have some fun with it, which actually is something that we are looking to do with 2A Defenders, the college outreach program that I'm co-chair of. Follow 2A_defenders on Instagram. We're actually going to start looking at hosting quarterly Zoom meetings. So inviting all of you guys to check it out. Of course, college students, just campuses nationwide. Quarterly, we're going to come in and we're just going to talk Second Amendment, hang out for a bit. If anybody has questions about maybe how to combat some of the rhetoric and the anti-gun propaganda and those echo chambers that are found everywhere on college campuses, and even just through day-to-day life, It'll be me and probably a team of us to take questions and things like that. So I think that would be a pretty fun thing. So, yeah, that should be good. And yes, so Patreon, I'm going to start Patreon. I know I've been behind there. Thank you guys for like hanging in there and everything. I'm going to be sending something extra to all the Patreon patrons here soon. But March, Patreon's going to be kicking everything off. So there you have it. All right. Coming up really, really soon. So there you go. But let's see here. Let me get back to just where we were at for the comment section, because the audio was, being a bitch. What can I say, James is over here. I need to update my build pick. She is way different. Got her set up with 2 stamps now. Solid. So I'll be looking out for that. Cam's wishing everybody and myself a happy President's Day. That's great, as is Midnight Hunter. Keith, good to see you. Thank you for letting me know the sound is good now. And of course, Joshua Jones. Good everyone. Marine Semper Fi. Good to see you as well. Semper Fine. All right. And then Joel, good to see you. Clint, yo. What's up? All right. Let's see here. James, now that we got your attention, I pulled the trigger on that Toolcraft bolt carrier group you recommended, as well as also buying my first shotgun, the Panzer Arms M4. My Panzer is sitting right over there. I can see it. I can't bring it on screen because I'll get more than just a slap on the wrist from YouTube. But I can say that the Toolcraft bolt carrier groups, I have always seen good reviews on and everything. So I was like, yeah, that one's comfortable. Personally, I've shot quite a few of those also, and they've always held up really, really well. You can't go wrong with other branded ones like Daniel Defense Bulk Carrier Group or, LWRCI or so many others that are out there. But, Toolcraft just always had a pretty good budget, I thought. So good budget option, I thought. So there we go. X marks the spot. Sounds way better already. I mean, the $10 was worth it. Just gave you shit alone. Appreciate that, man. I appreciate all you guys that come in and we just hang out. This is legitimately the most fun I have on the channel, or the live streams, where I just sit here and I just talk with you guys, have guests on occasion. It's awesome. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate every last one of you guys tuning in and saying hi. Thank you, Jake. Appreciate you as well. My T1, Clint, from one can addict to another. What would make you say that? What were your thoughts on the Hutrix Flow 9K Ti? Did you get hands on one at SHOT? No. Unfortunately, I didn't actually get my hands on a lot at SHOT Show this year. It was a short show for me. And I did a lot more scheduled meetings for GOA than I did anything, for me, which honestly is completely cool because I work for GOA full time and that's what I want to do. So that's all good. But I haven't seen much about the 9K Ti just yet. Hopefully I can get my hands on one here soon. Rostic Arms, good to see you, bro. Appreciate you, man. Thoughts on the Staccato HD P4? I've been loving mine minus the design flaws. Safety pinches the thumb. I see. Is that the new one that takes the Glock mags? It shows how much I know right now. Staccato. I said staccato. What the hell did I put? Staccato HDP4. It's a good looking gun. That's for sure. They do know how to make a good looking gun. You know what I mean? Let's see here. Stop with the pop-ups, please. Thank you. And there you go. But yeah, no, as far as I can tell, it looks like a solid gun, So pretty much all I got to say about that. I don't have any personal experience with it just yet. I'm glad you've been loving it though, bro. And don't forget also, guys, that Rostic Arms has donated an RA-15 premium to the channel for 100,000 viewers. Does that make sense? Because YouTube's weird. And I'm just going to say it, dude. Whatever. At this point, if YouTube does something, YouTube's going to do something. It is what it is. So at 100,000 viewers on this live stream, a live stream right after I hit 100K viewers, a built-out RA-15 will be randomly given away to one of you guys. That's all there is to it. So, all right, cool. They're already limiting my live videos anyway, so who cares? All right. Hootie Hoo, good to see you, bro. American flags all up in here. Thank you, bro. Thanks for tuning in. Always appreciate you. Defund the ATF. Love that handle. Thoughts on the AP5? I'm thinking I might grab one here within the next few weeks. On the AP5, you mean like the AP5 that I have sitting right there that I have kitted out beyond what it needs to be kitted out as? I love the AP5. It's ultimately the exact same thing as those Zenith MP5s from back in the day when they were being imported. When Zenith was importing them from MKE, it's the same gun. It's the same gun. It fits all the MP5 aftermarket parts, like all the B&T accessories that I have on there, like the SB tactical brace that I have on there, and the inert haze silencer that I have on there as well. So yeah, I mean, it's great. It has the tri-lug, all that stuff. I am pretty excited about what Century Arms is coming out with. I saw that the boys over at Classic uploaded the video about the AP5 SD, but I don't think it's actually truly an SD. So that's a little funny, but hey, it looks the part. So that's cool. But yeah, the AP5 is cool. So James, hootie hoo in the house. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for being here. Tanner, acknowledging the man, Mr. Hootie Hoo. Good to see you, dude. Let's see here. What are your rules going to be for the 100K subscriber AR giveaway? Be legal to own a gun. It's got to go to an FFL. It's got to be all the legalities, like buying a gun on the internet, which, by the way, Monadnock Firearms, they're available nationwide, and code MAGDUMP will get you a little discount at the website. Just going to throw that out there. All right. So there you go. Oh, man. So, yeah. And yeah, if you're asking if it's going to be a new one or a used one, it will not be my used RA-15 that has a few thousand rounds to it. No, it's going to be a new one. All right. So there you go. Let's see here. Bam. Barefoot Gardener, good to see you, dude. Thanks for the super chat. Happy legit President's Day. I used a nickel boron bulk carrier group Spikes Tactical or Spyderco. I don't remember. You're saying you used a nickel boron BCG, whether it's Spikes Tactical or Spyderco. Probably you don't remember. I'm thinking, dude, I don't know what you're asking, but at the same time, there's nothing wrong with nickel boron whatsoever. It's easier to clean, and I've seen those work great. So. Oh, I can't rack that, so never mind. But there you go. All righty here. X marks the spot, co-signing the AP5. Let's see here. Monadnock Shoot Us. Good to see you, bro. Jake, I met Rostic at Shot. Told him I'll slip both of y'all some cash just to send that rifle to Monadnock Firearms with my name on it. Yeah, and that's exactly what happened at all the classic giveaways. I'm just kidding. Oh, man, I got to do that every now and then just to keep it up. That's already. Oh, God. I need non-green tip ammo, not guns. Fair enough. We've got Clint Prestige's AP5 already. I've had that thing. I've had that thing for like 2 years. A few years now. Yeah, and it's been pretty much built out just like you see it right over there right now. The only thing I've changed out on it is the optic. So yeah, that's about it. Let's see here. Do federal syntax subs jam up in your AP5? I have no idea because I haven't used those in that. So I have no idea whatsoever. Let's see. Fish and Gunner JF 10.5 300 blackout. What's better? LVPO, low power variable LPVO, or red dot with magnifier? Personally, I'd probably go red dot with magnifier because I would probably not run the magnifier. So I would just go red dot. But to each their own. That's all there is to it. And Golden Web, man, good to see you too, dude. Yeah. I forgot to get back to your DM. I saw it. I'm going to talk to Gun Owners of America about this issue. And actually, the chat here might know pretty well also. Golden Web and I were having a discussion about YouTube censorship of 2A content and whether or not this can be fought. Since YouTube is its own entity, I guess it's a platform for the First Amendment, but doesn't have the legal requirement to be you get what I'm saying? It's weird. It's still a private company, so they can kind of do what they want and ban what they want. It's just unfortunate. It is what it is. But yeah, I got to talk to GOA proper about that and just see if there's anything that can or will be done. I don't know. I'll be with you, bud. I know you're going through it, man, and you put out great content, dude. It's fun, it's entertaining. You're doing exactly what YouTube wants you to do. Make entertaining content and keep people on their site. But yet all they do is keep trying to push us away. It's sad. So, oh well, what are you going to do? Let's see here. Going to be getting my hands on an RA-15 either way, whether I win it or not. Rostic is saying, what's up? That's good. Let's see here. Clint, a recommended LPVO mount height, please. It depends. Really depends. You can go like, Goober's tall, GBRS group. If you're running night vision, things like that, and you want to get, passive aiming going, personally, 193 is pretty good. I just like getting a good lower thirds with my iron sights. That's really about it. Some platforms don't make that easy, like the AP5. You can get some things that, some mounts and stuff that will co-witness with the factory drum sight and front sight, but it does make things difficult. Did y'all see something move behind me just now? I swear I just heard something like slide across the floor. It was my plate carrier that I put on the floor earlier. It just fell forward. Okay. I was about to start losing my shit, and I got guns and shit like everywhere. That freaked me out a little bit. Not going to lie. All right, cool. Continuing on here. Let's go ahead and let's open up magnetmafia@gmail.com. Let's see some viewer submitted stuff and things, and let's take a look. But really quick, I want to get to this. Rich is wanting to know AP5 or CZ Scorpion. I've got both, right? Like my AP5 is right there, and my Scorpion is on that rack that's not pictured, right? And for the vibe, the AP5, right? The Scorpion is one of those, however, like you can do anything and everything to it. You're going to appreciate shooting the AP5 more. It's a heavier platform, but that roller delayed action makes it such a soft and fun shooter. The Scorpion direct blowback has a little bit more of an abusive felt recoil, but I mean, it's a good gun. Like I've had great success with my CZ Scorpion, but I would sell my Scorpion over my AP5 personally. It's a vibe. It's a whole vibe. All right, cool. There we go. All right, one more, then I'll open up. Or there's actually a couple more because you guys are awesome and it's all good. I got my mom. She's in town. Watching the kids and stuff, and they're already up in bed. So like, we're cool. We can chill for a little bit. All right. Let's see here, Mike Clinad. I'm thinking about buying my first 308. That's like my favorite cartridge, so this is going to be fun. What do you think? A good one to start with would be, and what sight would you put on? All right. So you cannot argue that an FAL or the DS Arms DS58 with an integrated ACOG that still allows you to get an iron sight co-witness isn't just badass as hell. All right. Right arm of the free world. The AR-10, however, you guys can't see it. It's down here. My first AR that I actually built was an AR-10, and it's this Aero Precision M5 right over there. There is also something really, really satisfying about building your own firearm and then shooting it, right? Always recommend that. However, if you're wanting to just get a good AR-10 to learn off of, maybe replace some parts before you work up the courage to start building out your own, one that probably isn't like, Knight's Armament. So Stag is good. I know there's been some things happening with Arrow Precision right now, but my arrow is awesome. You can buy a complete lower and a complete upper. You didn't build that. You just put the upper and lower together. But yeah, I would go those routes as far as budget friendly goes, and that works. You can take a look at POF. They do some pretty interesting and cool things with the 308 rifles. Who am I missing, guys? I mean, somebody might not like me saying this, but Palmetto State Armory exists, and I might have a Super SAS 308 sitting right over there that you'll be seeing on video here soon. Know what I mean? So there are options. Now, one of my dreams, though, is owning like the LMT 308 battle rifle. That's just where it's at. You know what I'm saying? And then you've got the Mad Knock Shootist over here. It's like FN Scar 17 and the Elcan Spectre because, you know, what's debt? You know, that's all, I guess. 308 LMT makes my favorite. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Hey, Rostic, are you guys going to get into the AR-10 game? I'm curious. You know, you can answer down in the chat. All right. I think that'd be pretty fun. So Stag doesn't have anything in stock. Checks out. So there you go. Gio, what's up? Good to see you, man. Thanks for tuning in. LWRCI, yes, with their what do they call it? The Reaper. That's a solid one also. Big fan of that. Below average Utah Dad Arrow is also saying it there. The Daniel Defense DD5. That was one that didn't come to mind for some reason. I don't know. The Daniel Defense DD5, I don't know. You know, like it just doesn't like, I don't have enough time with one to really like, I guess, give too much of an opinion on it. POF does make some awesome stuff though. Bergara HMR can net you a hell of a nice gun without blowing too much money if you're wanting a bolt gun. Bolt guns are also a great way to go, and I co-sign the Bergara HMR. BCM, yes. I mean, just yes in general, like always. So there you go. Let's see here. I know Rob would shoot me if he heard me say it in person, but PSO makes a good Super SAS. That's what I'm saying. I got it right there. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, man. Paulie, my first 308 was a Tavor 7. That's awesome. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. DPMS has a decent AR-10 for sure. They do. PSA makes cheap AR-10s, and they have them in stock. Expect about 2 to 3 MOA. That's the other thing, too. We didn't talk too much about optics, but I've got a Swamp Fox on that guy. I've got, obviously, the ACOG there, EOTech Voodoo on that one. Another Swamp Fox on that one over there. And the Swamp Fox optics have really been holding up well. And I've talked to my buddy Miles over there about some of the stuff they're doing, and they just keep upgrading their optics, but still maintaining a very competitive price for what they're offering. It's pretty impressive. And they're listening to a lot of feedback from the community, which is really cool. So I'm like, all right, I see you guys. Cool. Keep rocking that. So there you go. All right. Let's see here. I saw a couple more super chats come through. Just want to say big thank you to all of you guys greatly that are supporting the channel. Rostic, I just wanted to shout out Gun Owners of America because they are promoting Rostic Arms at SHOT Show. Also, shout out Empowered 2A. That's awesome. Empowered 2A is Gun Owners of America's women's outreach program, just like there's 2A Defenders, which is the college student program, GOA Hunters for hunters, and so on and so forth. There's a lot of different outreach programs that GOA sponsors, I guess you could say. And there's reasons for that, because we want to be able to get out to every demographic and show them the significance and importance of defending our Second Amendment right. So that's awesome. Thank you, Daryl Rostic. Appreciate it, man. And then, of course, We've got Das Roos, loving my Griffin Mark II, LWR, nice. Vets get discounts too. Hey, discounts are cool. That's really nice. So there we go. Great. All right. Let's see here. Rosick also says unpopular opinion, the FAL is ugly and everyone should trade them in and get AR-10s instead. We're not friends anymore. I'm out. All right. So with that, let me go ahead and open up magdumpmafia@gmail.com. And let's see what we got going on over there really quick. I need to make sure, too, that I am not doxing anybody tonight, okay? Cool. And I'm just going to put this up on over here. And I need to, you know what? Oh, good timing. I see that, Jacob. It just came right on in, all right? I saw that. You know what? Screw it. We'll take a look. We'll take a look at what we got here. Let's see. PSA 7.5-inch 300 blackout arrow. Bolt Carrier Group, Rise Armament, RA35 trigger, Sylvan Arms folder, Geisley Super 42, Imbus Irons, Budget, Frankenstein Light, Z-Bolt body, Well Tool light head, Surefire switch, okay, B5 grip, more to come in time, sling not shown, but presently attached. All right. I see you. And for those of you where this might be new to you, we get emails from you, the viewers, with your collection pieces, and then you put them on the internet for everybody to rate between 1 and 10. All right. So let's just go ahead and take a look with what we got. All right. Here we go. I need to share my screen so you guys can actually see what I am looking at and talking about. And can I just do a tab or just window? That should work. Boop. And boop. There we go. All right. Do it like that because I like that a little bit better. So, starting right back here. Okay. Sylvan Arms adapter. A Hollow Sun, B5 grip. I mean, I love a 7.5-inch 300 blackout. I love a Shorty 300. But, bro, more to come? Like, when you say there's more to come, I hope it's like getting rid of this A2 muzzle device and like throwing on a silencer. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. So, yeah. Overall, personally, I'm going to give this one, you got a sling that is attached but not pictured. You know, I'm feeling, I'm going to be a little mean, honestly. You know, like the Rise isn't bad. I don't know how I feel about this brace setup. I'm going to go 4.5. I'm going to go 4.5. If you had a can, you'd at least get a 6. All right. But I don't know. What's everybody else feeling? What's everybody else feeling? All right. Because I know, like I said, I'm being a little mean, but we're checking it out. 6 has potential. All right. We've got, hello, there it is. That's a solid 4. Okay. 7 for the 7. There you go. All right. Rostic, how's the Sylvan Arms adapter? Sylvan, all the ones I tried were junk. I actually had it like the Sylvan Arms adapters work pretty good, you know? So, yeah, there you go. Yeah. Is this yours, Crunchy Taco? It's a green dot, by the way. Like I said, it has potential, you know, but we'll get there. We'll get there. If I have to explain it, whatever ship my JMac, I could get it set right. Oh, well, that would be pretty sick too. Jake, good evening, Clint. When are you going to take us shooting with the Remington 7 Alpha 100? Well, soon. But right now, the range I want to shoot it at to like 1,000 yards or so is it's under snow. So we're going to have to wait until this ice age is over, and then we'll be shooting that again soon, all right? The range is giving it a 6. We got 7, 6.5, 5, 6, 9, 6 out of 10 Captain Prices, 6 for trying, 5. My only gripe is it doesn't slap open. Really clean, 6, 5. I mean, it is clean. Let's see here. That's a not for me, dog. Okay, 6 for Crunchy. There we go. I think our average is about a 6 here for Crunchy Taco. We'll get there, man. We'll get there. All right. Good submission. Appreciate that. Let's go ahead and Oh, and 6 flat trigger looks good. I do think the trigger looks good, you know, so there you go. All right, let's go ahead and pull up the next one here from somebody else who's currently in the chat. We've got Monadnock Shootist over here, DDM47VS. Keep in mind, he submitted this before, but now he's saying complete question mark. We'll see what he says. We'll see what he means there, all right? All right, DDM4V7S 11.5 upper, dope. Air Precision M4E1 lower, Geisley SSAE trigger, EOTech EXPS3 with the G33 magnifier, B5 stock and grip. We're also looking at the Surefire Warcomp Open Time, Surefire RC2, Onward Research Splinter Black Sling, Radian Raptor SD charging handle, BCM Mod 3 vertical grip, Surefire Dual Fire Scout Light with Surefire pressure pad / constant on, Sons of Liberty Gunwork magazine. I like how you actually had to like, hey, it's a Sons magazine, you know, flexing over here. New paint job coming once New Hampshire isn't under 2 feet of snow and ice. And I say the build is complete, but is any rifle build ever truly complete, or does it just keep evolving? Let's take a look and see what the rest of the chat is thinking. Bam. All right. Decent picture. I can at least see the whole gun and everything. Remember, we kind of made fun of him for, you know, the taped out. You know, like, just paint that shit, man. It's all good. You're not going to be hurting anything. All right. Okay. Love that it's the 11.5 inch. That's solid. RC2, solid. Surefire. Okay. A little BCM action. EXPS3 with the G33. We got the Geisley Super Semi-Auto Enhanced. I mean, dude, the build is solid, bro. Like, you check all the boxes. Shorty with a can. Check. Surefire RC2 on top of that. Check. We've also got the Surefire Light. I can't wait to see what you do with the paint job. I don't hate it. It's definitely different. The grip is sticking out kind of like a sore thumb. But other than that, yo, she's getting an 8 from me. 8.5. She's getting a 9. She's getting a 9 because you, again, like you said, you check all the boxes. And if you told me you were running like 77 grain open tip match, IWI Razor Core, IMI Razor Core ammo, I'd be like, solid. You know what I'm saying? Overall, really good build, if you ask me. Let's see what the chat's saying. Let's see what the chat's saying about this over here. 7.5 till it's painted. Damn. Components 8. Paint job 2. Like I said, I don't hate it. You know, it definitely does the job of breaking up the silhouette of a gun, but yeah, she needs some work, but it's all good. It's all good. All right. I'll wait till it's painted. Solid, but looks funny right now. Solid 8 has all the things that it does. -2 points because it should be a Rostic lower. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Need a hot pocket on it. The hot pocket's cool. Let me show you guys this really quick. All right, well, I hit the wrong button. Hold on. Exit full screen and let me go here. What am I doing wrong? There it is. Excuse me while I don't know how to operate YouTube or StreamYard or whatever. So the hot pocket that Tanner's talking about is this guy right here. It's ultimately a heat shield for your rail, and you can get it cut out with M-LOK slots, so that way it integrates nice and smoothly. It just integrates nice and like cleanly with the vertical grip. Granted, you can do something really similar like with the burn-proof gear rail cover, which is also awesome and easier to install, if you ask me. But it doesn't cover as much as the rail. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like side coverage, not bottom top coverage. Well, you don't really care for top coverage, but you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. Cool. So yeah, Lunar Concepts hot pocket would be pretty good. Burn-proof gear rail cover would be pretty good. trying to think about which one would make more sense on that one. But yeah, you get it. You get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. Yes, Lunar Concepts. I've only said it a couple of times now, Tanner, but thank you. There's more wear on the shell deflector than the bed sheets. Yo, the chat be ruthless up in here. Oh my God. Rosagarm's done. When the paycheck comes in tomorrow, I'll make an order. You better post up the receipt. We don't handle lightly liars around here. Post up that receipt. Let's see it. Oh man, 8 higher if the grip matched. Yeah, I think he's gonna get there. All right, I think he's gonna get there. So, oh man, but this comment that got me, bro. That got me. Oh man, that's good. That's real good. All right, let me go ahead and let's pull up the next one here. Good job, Jake. Nadnock Shootist. Let's move on. Oh, man, what's up with all the Jakes today? Jake Lee, I saw this, man. This isn't really a submission for the Bust Your Builds, because if it were, we'd all be mad at him for the photo. But Jake Boxer, this is you, right? He sent this photo in. I figured I can go ahead and show it too because it's cool. Bam. There we go. Look at that. Look. Oh, yeah. Look at that's what I'm talking about. Get your patches at magdumpmerch.store. I should have a new shipment of hats coming soon. Yeah, I got to place that order. My bad. But yeah, so thank you guys who've been supporting the store as well. I still got a few of those jackets, got hoodies, got a couple of beanies left. And then I think for summer, I'll probably restock some things. But yeah, there you go. And remember how I said I wasn't going to do the doxing thing? But yeah, that's okay. It just shows names. It doesn't show emails. Let's see here. So we've got another updated blaster here. Guess you can see the progress technically. Let's see. That was just for the patches. My build is in there, though. Okay, cool. Just checking. It's just checking. It's a good name. Yep. I do have my Lefroy in here tonight. Cheers to you guys. There we go. All right. Let's see here. At least I know my email went through. It is there. It is there. All right. Let's see. So we're going to have fun with this one. Here we go. Is that an Olight I just saw? Okay, here we go. This is James, and this is my first build. It's a budget build. He made that very clear. This is a budget build. Okay. AM-15 utility rifle, 16-inch. SIG Romeo 4T red dot, SIG Juliet 3 micro magnifier, Olight better than no light, Odin Mini, Radiant Raptor charging handle, Timney 3-pound competition trigger, Geisley Super 42 H1 buffer system, AM-15 TRS free float handguard, Toolcraft nickel C158 bulk carrier group on the way per your recommendation. Nice. Okay. Okay. All right, let's take a look here. So I know. So when you. So I see. I'm looking because there's a couple of different pictures. And I think this is the, because we've also got a Glock. My Glock also has the Magpul enhanced magwell now, and I plan on throwing the Radiant Ramjet plus Afterburner when they decide to drop it. All right, Glock 17, Viridian Tex, XVL, X5LG, couple of big sticks. Okay, we got pictures. We definitely got pictures. Let's take a look at this first one here, and let's go with it. Wretch, Olights give you a +1 splash damage. A blow light. Henderson Manufacturing, no. Yes, peated scotch. Absolutely love it. Oh, making a puke face. I like my drinks to taste like campfire by the sea. Solancha. James said I'm preparing myself. All right, here we go. Here we go. Okay.
Is there a reason you have like the mix match Magpul rail cover there? I'm just curious. You know, like the little banana mag. Okay, I'm in too. Yep. We doggies. Let's see here. Do we have a? Yep. So this is it updated, right? And this is it older. With you like the little whiteout, lettering thing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, boys and girls. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm 5, I think. I give it a 7 Banana Republics. Banana Mag. They are not like us if they don't like Scotch. That's right. Nah, that ain't it. I would hide the Olight too. Oh man. I'm gonna have to remember that line, campfire by the sea. That's how I like my drinks to taste. All right. Oh man. Is the horse color filled? I believe so. I believe he did that. All right, all right. I mean, hey, if it runs though, right? James. I mean, the optic is pretty good, I guess. Y'all, not cheap if it burns up. Ditch the Olight, get a 2-point sling. Best I can do is 4. 4. I like it. 7. The range says he likes it. All right. Topper Harley almost missed the stream. Damn East Coast time. Good to see you. Chris says 6. 5 for sure. You did say first build, right? I'll give it a 3 total for the rifle and pistol. Yeah, dang. That guy, Cardo, yikes. Maximus Decimus Meridius, good to see you. 6.2. The Barefooted Gardener, 2. 4 for the Olight, 5. All right, all right. I think that's pretty much it there, guys. Yikes. So you guys can submit to magdumpmafia@gmail.com. All right, thanks for the submission. Here we go. Barefooted Gardener. 1 attachment builds spoof. Well, it's been a long time since we've come across a 10, but this, boys and girls, is a 10. M1 carbine. Don't need to say anything else. Don't need to say anything else. I just wish I had more information, right? So you've got the bayonet lug shroud for the barrel. 10. No, but I need to know, man. I got to know. Is it like Underwood? Is it IBM? There's so many questions. Like, who manufactured it? What year was it produced? Like, my M1 carbine sitting over here is a 1944 Underwood. Love the M1 carbine. Such a fun gun. Shoots great. They do have a overhyped reputation for being like reliable when they shot, most of the time, but they're not exactly like the most reliable gun ever made, like some have been touted. But yeah, M1 carbine's still cool in my book. I really like the gun. All right, what's everybody else saying over here? Noise 99999. Yep, M1. What is up with you? What, brother? You are killing me, Smalls. Where's the bayonet? 9. Solid point. I retract that. 9.5. Give me the bayonet. We get a bayonet. I got a couple bayonets for mine because why not? 10. Not really. I'm just trolling. Solid 10. Okay, good. Well, finally, you got to a real rifle. Simply Safe. I sent my Marquee Mark 18. Good. I can't say not a Milsurp fan. Ducking. Sorry, guys. It's okay. It's okay. 10 out of 10 new Jessica Simpson albums. And yes, there's finally a new Jessica music after 15 years and being launched on 2/21/25. You crack me up, dude. You crack me up. Please trash my New Hampshire build. Eke another build. Very good. All right. Classic 8. Oh, perfect. Underwood, rebuilt after the war. The upper handguard comes off if I shoot rapid fire. I had that issue with this one too. Again, just something that happens. And I actually have the metal handguard on it, the vented one, and take like a ranger band, and you can wrap it, and it actually won't interfere with the bolt. So you can just to make sure, and you can actually even put it like right up here if you're concerned about it, and that'll keep it latched down. There's only so much that the barrel band will do back here to keep that upper handguard in place, but what are you going to do, right? So there you have it. 9, take off for bad picture. 9, thanks guys. 9 makes me want a bayonet. You got to get a bunch of bayonets. I'm just saying, I don't know, man. I don't know. Sometimes a slip of the tongue, right? It just happens. All right. Let's get it back on over here. Let's move on to the next one. We've got, bam, from Luke. 12.5-inch AR build. Roscoe manufacturing 12.5-inch Bloodline barrel. BCM QRF 10 quad rail. Quad rail gang. That's what's up. Mod light PLH V2 on Arisaka body with Surefire tail cap. Magpul AFG BCM bolt carrier group. Sig Sauer Romeo 5 on primary arms mount. Geisley SAE trigger. Magpul K2 plus grip. Radian Raptor SBA 4 brace. Sling. Faro Concepts Slingster. That paint job looks pretty dope too. So Rich, hey, that's me. Let's take a look. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. All right. So SBA 4 is a solid brace, but since they came out with the SBA 5, you gotta. The A4 is cool, don't get me wrong, but the SBA 5, that brace is money. That's where it's at. Everything about this I really like. Love shorty builds. Would love to see a muzzle device that functions as a quick detach for a can. But other than that, I'm looking at like the paint job. Let me see what the other side looks like. Yeah, I'm going to go 8. I'm going to go 8 with it. There's a overall simplicity of just having the necessities on a quad rail that just like, yeah, it does it for me. I appreciates that. I like the Geisley SSAE trigger. You got your backup irons, polymers, it's good. It's good. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. So there you go. Finally made it in. Get rid of muzzle. 8. Yeah, that's my thing, 9 for the Cryptek, right? 8. There we go. Awesome paint job. 8.5. Might add a magnifier soon. Wouldn't be bad. 8.4 from Maximus. I'm with Clint. 8 plus 0.5 for the nice paint. 8 until you upgrade the A5 brace. That's funny. 8.6. Sean saying BCM, great paint. 9. Tax return might be going to a suppressor. That's good. That's good. Tax return shouldn't exist at the end of the day, because we shouldn't have to pay taxes. But hey, just a quick little note. If you do get a large tax return, that's not a good thing, right? That means the government has been withholding your money without interest for a year. You get what I'm saying? So what you should be doing is aiming to not owe the government anything, because fuck that, but get back as little as possible. Like if all you got is $100, that means you are maximizing how much money you're actually taking home in your paycheck every pay period. If you're getting back thousands of dollars, that means the government has been pretty much stealing from you, and there's nothing you can do about it. So try to math that to where you're getting back as little as possible, because that means you're actually maximizing how much you're taking home on a regular paycheck. Get what I'm saying? Okay. Don't let the government hold any more than they already do, especially without interest, the bastards. All right. Just going off on a little side note there. Let's go ahead and bring up the other one here. Solid build, by the way, man. Boop. Let us find. Here we go. Oh, shit. We're switching things up now. Long Ranger Express. We've got from Broken the Henry Long Ranger Express with the Spartan bipod carbon, Yankee Hill Turbo T3, the 2 EOTechs. So you've got the short magnifier. Is that known as the 33? Or no, the 33 is the standard one. The 43, I think. Anyway, EOTech, is that a EXP S2? It looks like. And sling not shown, tactical light on the side, Midnight's Hunter. All right. Midnight. Here we go. Something different, boys and girls. Something different for sure. But it's a vibe. I am liking it. First of all, the Long Ranger Express. I did my video on mine, which is sitting right here. Fantastic little lever gun from Henry that's chambered in 5.56, and I love it. Super accurate too, like it's crazy. Overall, this is different, and I like that. The magnifier on an EOTech with a bipod, that one, I have confusion, but I also don't mind it. I'm going to go 8. I'm going to go 8.5. I'm going to go 8.5 on this one too. I feel it. All right. I'm feeling that. Let me see what everybody else is saying. I like this build 9+, digging the shit out of that straight to a 9. Very nice. 9.5. There you go. Brian, by the way, coming back with the tax stuff. If you really know the tax code in the United States legal English, you know that paying taxes is voluntary. Look it up. I haven't paid taxes or had taxes taken out of my checks in over 17 years. Yeah. That sounds like a solid 10 in information, if you ask me. But I'd move the bipod forward. 9 out of 10 rated dinosaurs. I like this build 9+. Got to that one. 8+ all day. Anybody else hard? 8.5 for the combo on the stock looks odd. Yes, but it's nifty. Skinny shaft, big PP tip 9. You guys. Definitely. Ooh. Cool. Yeah, if I could see. 10 out of 10 Space Cowboys, 8.5 Tide Pods. Oh my God, y'all are cracking me up. Smaller dot, smaller bipod would make it a 10. There we go. Not digging the magnifier. Everything else looking good. 8 out of 10. There we go. Oh man. Clean 9 from Just Labs. Solid looking little build, man. I do love a lever gun. You guys know that. All righty here. I got to shoot with my friend Jade Struck, a week or two ago down in South Carolina. Did an entire day out with Henry and just ran through a lineup of their different guns and everything. And man, Jade is now convincing me to start shooting competition. So once the weather starts getting a little bit better up here, expect her to fly up. And her and my fiance are really tight. She's actually going to be in the wedding. And so we're really excited about that. And we're going to be shooting together quite a bit. So, I was thinking about getting some Monadnock Firearms jerseys made up, and start running some shit, support your local gun shop type of business. I think it'll be pretty fun. And we were there with Henry, just like I said, shooting all sorts of their stuff. And Jade can shoot, y'all. Didn't know if you knew that or not, but she can shoot. It's pretty freaking sweet. Cool. All right, moving on to the next one on over here. Here we go. Oh, snap. From our boy Tanner, we've got a Bagara 22 Creedmoor 18-inch barrel, KGM R6 suppressor, Harris bipod, Leupold 5 HD 3 to 15. Do love me a Leupold. If you have 5K sitting around, you don't know what to do with. Now you do. Holy shit, dude. I mean, That's a good looking gun, bro. Is that the only picture we got? That's a good looking gun. 22 Creedmoor. I don't have any experience with 22 Creedmoor, but I can imagine it's a fast little sucker. I do like Leupold optics a lot. That's just a good looking gun. That's a good looking gun. You know, I don't think it's necessary to be nitpicky about not having a sling or a light in this case. But, you know, I'll go 9. I feel like giving it a 9, only because I don't know much about 22 Creedmoor, and I'm not afraid to admit that. What's everybody else saying on over here, right? And also, I see some of you guys are... Green Goose, as a CPA, my best advice is to please don't take advice from Brian. Yo, y'all be wild in the chat sometimes, and it cracks me up, dude. I saw the church family photo, beautiful pic. Topper Harley, lever guns got hot right after I got out of them. Kind of sucks seeing all the innovative additions to the lever gun game. It's like going from AKs in the 90s to AKs in 2025. Yeah, and Wooks, man, their collaboration or their accessories for Henry's. Oh my God, it looks so good. So I can't wait to be seeing that. Looks like our buddy Monadnox Shootist had to step out. Night, y'all. Got to hop out early morning for work. I'll be tagging Rostick and Clint in my story tomorrow with the receipt for Rostick Lower. That's what's up. I see Sezzle is an option. That makes things even easier. So there you go. I guess it's a form of payment or something. I don't know. Let's see, Tanner, how things are worded deep in the United States tax stuff. Brian is correct. Oh, well, you know, I mean, there's things to take a look at there. There's 1,000-yard steel target range out here in Alaska. I want to go down on and stretch out my build to see how far I can take it. Do it. And me likey 9.5 all day. That's what I'm saying. This thing's pretty sweet. I like this quite a bit. Good looker. I hope your fiance is in the wedding. I had the same concern. I mean, I didn't have the concern, but I mean, we're practically, you know, other than putting the label on it, I mean, I'm not getting out, that's for sure. Let's see here. That's hot. I love it. 8.8, 9.2. I like that 9. 10 out of 10. Backwoods performer. Tanner, got any money you donate to the Crunchy build? That looks awesome. 9.5 out of 10 from NPA Matt Allen. Yeah, that's nice. 9, 9, 9, 10. Yeah, we all like the lever guns and the bolt guns and stuff. You know, it's like we judge the ARs harder because there's always so many of them. So, you know, like if you submit an AR, like just go ahead and plan on getting roasted. So that way, if you get a compliment, it's that much better. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one here. Brian, you guys are hilarious. There's a difference between the definition in English and legal English. And if you have read the entire tax code in legal English and you know the law, you'll understand. I think Brian might, I don't know, unless he just admitted to 17 years of not paying his taxes, you know, I mean, which, I mean, technically Brian did, but, you know, look, talk to me about guns, bro. I don't know nothing about taxes other than I don't want to be paying them. All right. So there you go. Looks solid. I know zero about the caliber. I'm right there with you, bro. Oh geez, I'm low at 8.8. That's still pretty high. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. I think we're all liking Tanner's bolt gun build here. So there you go. All right. Definitely draw some attention at the range. I believe that too. Alaska Ted, good to see you again, man, on Rumble over there. The ARs are the Glocks of the rifle world, and I believe that the Glocks and the ARs are like the Jeeps of the gun world. You know what I'm saying? Just do whatever you want to them. All right. We don't like lever guns, AR, everything else. AR. Dude, Rostick is just coming over here like, man, what are you on right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just over here starting fights. That's it. Oh, man. Admitting it again, LOL, 17 years, and you don't have to pay taxes, brother. Dude, I'm looking into it. That's all there is to say. All right. Oh, man. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. What time is it? 10. Oh, my God. It's already 10:40. I feel like this, when we do these builds, the time just goes by that much faster. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Let's see here. We've got a Smith & Wesson Performance Center Model 627 V-Comp from Tanner. Also, 8-shot 357 Magnum 5-inch barrel. You can't go wrong with an 8-shot 357. You know what I'm saying? Let's take a look at this guy here. Bam. Look at that. Look at it in all of its glory. I mean, it's a simple revolver, you know, like, I don't know. I haven't shot a comp 357, so I'm sure it's awesome. I'll go 8.5. You know, I'll go 8.5 on something like that, you know. So, Keith, good to see you, man. Cheers to you as well. Appreciate that. So, thank you. I mean, she looks like a bad girl, that's for sure. She mean, right? Hope you show my wheel gun next. Just put a 507 comp on it last week. Well, how's it shoot, dude? I think that's what most of us are wanting to know over here. Okay, you a revolver, not a Rostic arm 4. Yo, Rostic is on one tonight, guys. He is on one. Oh man, Chris is over here 10. I love it. Love revolvers. I'm right there with you, dude. I think they're great, man. Oh, that's too funny. All right, we've got. Oh, we're changing it up some. All right, we're going back to semi-autos. Well, I mean that was technically semi-auto, magazine fed semi-autos, but we're going with a CZ Bren 2 SBR. So that's going to be pretty fun, I think. Before we hop into this, though, really quick, I saw James. Thank you for the super chat, man. Roast me, do it. All right, we'll get there. Okay, here we go. All right, let's pull this guy up. So CZ Bren 2 MS SBR, Aimpoint Duty RDS. Aimpoint Duty RDS is on my LMT. HXFC LAM, PTR Vent. I'm wanting to try that. Q Sling Red Goodness. All right. Red Goodness. You know, you don't typically see the red goodness on CZ Brens, but I like this. Take a look at it. You know, I wish like you guys included like more pictures, you know, like get tasteful with it, you know what I mean? And show the opposite side and stuff. But I like that it contrasts really well with your lighter carpet, you know, so that's good. But I'm gonna go 8.7. I'm gonna go 8.7. Yeah, I do like a CZ Bren. I really like a CZ Bren. They're cool guns, really cool guns. So, let's see, 5.56, nice. Let's see here. 8 point. We got a 8.9 up in here. 8.8. Or we're dudes. We're not good at taking pictures. 9 out of 10 COD Ghosts. 9 also CZ fan, so maybe biased. 8.9. Not feeling that UGG boot stock. 7.5. It's actually fairly comfortable, I'll be honest with you. And it looks more like RoboCop's boot instead of White Girl Winter UGG boot. You know what I'm saying? It's not a, you know, effing Scar type of stock. But yeah, it definitely looks more like RoboCop's shin and foot. I could see that. But yeah, 8.8 for carpet choice. Oh, man. You are not handsome, but you are not ugly. Who's that directed at? Rostic's giving this one a 9. All right, how about that? 9 more red. Be obnoxious with it. Just send it. 10 because it's CZ from Tanner. You all are too freaking funny, man. If we get to mine, 6 out of 7, but it's a first AR. All right. Dudes are just pros at making things look bigger. I've heard it's all about the angle. All right. We all like the CZ Bren. Very cool. All righty here. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look at what else we got over here. Daniel Defense. That is what it's titled. All right. I did something to my neck, so I can't really like turn all the way here. Okay, cool. So let's take a look. Can you ask him where he got the carpet? It would go well in my living room. 9 and 9 out of the carpet. Oh my God. Magdumpmafia@gmail.com. Norse Arms. That's where you can submit your builds and stuff like that, or whatever you want to do. I like the PMAG pattern is also on the grip. Oh yeah. Let's see here. Are you thinking about like the Masada? What am I? I'm thinking no. I'm thinking about like the Magpul logo being on the. It was called the Masada, right? Then Bushmaster bought it. What is the gun I'm talking about? Why I'm drawing a blank. That's all there is to it. It's a gun. It's like it was super popular. COD back in the day. They were gonna Remington was gonna come out with all the different barrels and caliber swaps and all that stuff for it, but they let us all down. And ACR, thank you, Adaptive Combat Rifle. I just couldn't remember that acronym, ACR, not having a stroke. That's where I was thinking like the PMAG texture being on the grip. I'm like, well, they did have the Magpul logo on the receiver of that gun. And that's just where my mind went. And then I couldn't think about what the hell I was talking about. But yes, the ACR is exactly it. So thank you for that. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at this Daniel Defense build. We've got Daniel Defense V7, Troy Flip Up Battle Iron Sights, EOTech EXPS3 with 100 concepts cap. You know, I think those are cool, but for 3D printed, I think they overpriced, but you know, they're still cool. Unity riser and Unity flip to center mount, G45 magnifier, Timney 845 trigger, Odinworks magazine release, Radian charging handle, Radian 45-degree safety Gasly maritime bolt catch, B5 enhanced stop mod stock, BCM mod 3, forward control design winner trigger guard, rail scales, grip panels, True North Concepts K2, Cloud Defensive Rain Legacy with the 100 Concepts light cap and sling T10. Nice. Love me a T10, Tech 10 sling. There we go. And sling's not pictured. But there we have it. We're not going to talk about the SIG, though, because that thing's solid. I like that. I like that SIG, dude. Anyway. That break, though. Can we talk about that break on a 5.56 gun? It's a little obnoxious. All right. Like a lot of it, maybe. But okay. You want a flat shooter, you're going to get a flat shooter. I like it. I like the little subtle greenery that you're adding. You know what I mean? It's got I'm getting a 50 shades of a lot of things as far as the color coordination goes. But if we're talking about just the quality in the parts that you chose to go with, you're looking good. You know, so overall, sling isn't pictured. It's all right though. Other than just some aesthetics as far as looks go, this is a 9. I'm also really partial to that 320 too. Like that thing looks good. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this looks like a good build to me, you know? Yeah, I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that quite a bit. 9 out of 9 or 9.9. That muzzle brake pisses everyone off at the indoor range, I'm sure. 8, but the SIG is a 9.5. The geometry sheets is a nice background. SIG bumps it up. Not going to shoot next to you with the brake. Little busy with attachments, but you like it. 7.5. 10 for pistol, 8 for rifle. Nice sheets. Looks like 2,000 threads. 5.6 due to color messing with my OCD. 7 for the decibels. I love Tech 10 slings. There you go. This is one that I've got sized up perfect for my Mark 12s. And they work great. Like, I know Paul over there personally with Tech 10, and he's been a buddy of mine for a long time. And I am, just a great dude, great company. It's one of those things too, like the more you use it, the better it starts to feel. And the only thing I've ever broken on one of these slings, which is by design, is this pull tab. This pull tab right here, which again is designed to break. In case you put too much tension on it, it gets caught up on something, but it doesn't take away being able to use the sling. You don't have to use the tab on it, and you guys can't really see what the hell I'm showing. This tab right here, this guy. Like I said, it's just a regular thing. That's the cheapest part and the easiest thing to replace anyway. And you can get these in different sizes. Paul's told me guys have wrapped them in paracord because they're not concerned with it getting caught on something like he was when he designed it. He said he's seen people use dog tag chain, which is even weaker than this, and all sorts of things. So, but yeah, it just depends on what people want. But yeah, it's a solid sling. And now he's got like the padded sniper slings, which I've got one of those too, which are great for your AR-10s and heavier types of systems. So yeah, Tech 10 slings are awesome. I'm a fan. They work great, and they're good people over there. And his shop is right there in Quantico also. So every time I'm there for the Marines, I like to stop in, see his stuff, and say hey. But yeah, that's all there is to it. And now the pull tab is back on. Boop. Just like that.
Cool.
Sweet. Anyway, back to the GAT. All right. So I think we're all liking this one quite a bit as well. Outdoor range only. William, it's a light. So what's William asking? What's the shovel on the end of the light? Yeah, so the shovel at the end of the light is a light cover so your reflection or accidental activation doesn't give you away. It's a smart thing at the end of the day. And if you'll notice, my Mark 18 is in... It sounds weird when I say something's in my bedroom because it's like, oh, what are you doing with it? It's like I'm using it for home defense, right? I rotate my home defense guns sometimes, and sometimes I just like looking at my Mark 18. And so I'm like, all right, you know what? You're going to bed with me. It doesn't sound any better, but you get what I'm saying. Anyway, on that, what you'll notice is instead of spending the money on one of these 100 Concepts light covers, which I have several of, by the way, depending on your light, I think the standard Surefire Scout light, you can actually use an aim point objective lens cover, and it covers it perfectly. And it just flips open, and it's retained right there. It's perfect. But the 100 Concepts light cover, I'll show you like what he's got going on right here. It might show up for you guys some. I can't like zoom in right here or else I would. But that's what I have on my Surefire Turbo. And you just flip this guy, and now it's out and exposed, and you can use your light. And then you just flip it back, and boom. Now you don't have to worry about accidentally discharging your light and then giving away your position or any reflection or anything like that, just like what whoever said. So there you go. Chris, I recently picked up a Warrior Poet sling, but I haven't really had a chance to try it. It is comfortable. The Warrior Poet slings are nice also. I have used them. So there you go. But yeah, I have a 100 Concepts on my build from earlier, but Hammy 3D prints makes them way cheaper. Yeah, they're pretty expensive. And I think it's pretty much just like, oh, I got a Hundo Concepts, you know what I mean? And, it is what it is. Hit the like button. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I want to get a Warrior Poet sling next. Looks high quality. They are. There's no denying that. And I'm going to say we've got about 5 minutes. Let's get one more in here. Let's get one more in here before we call it a night, all right? Let's do it. Okay. Maximus. Maximus is in here. Maximus Decimus Meridius. And it's a Mark 18. I mean, that's a perfect one to end it on. You know what I'm saying? And then he has a Hollow Sun 510C with the magnifier. And Strike Industries backup irons. And a Streamlight ProTac, which you guys have heard me gripe about the ProTac, even though It's not a bad light. I've just had those pressure pads fail on me more than once. Magpul angled grip. Okay, the SBHP PDW brace and cherry on top has a Huxworks Flow 55 or a Huxworks 556 Ti. Okay, Flow 556. Okay, all right. Buy 100 concepts when they go on sale. They are cheap. I really use it when I'm shooting indoors to keep the lens clean, which also is good. So there you go. All right. Mark 18. He's also got the pistols listed, which pistols, Smith & Wesson 1911 engraved and a Beretta 92X. Okay, cool. Here we go. Okay. I don't know how to feel. All right. Again, quad rail gang. That's what's up. The Smith & Wesson has like some engraving and everything. Looks like a nice little 1911. The Beretta is on crack, but having a good time, that's for sure. The Mark 18. There's just something. I don't know. Is that you said that's a Huxworks 556 Ti? Is that? She looked thick, you know what I'm saying? And do you have a, okay, no, I was gonna say, do you have a front flip up sight, but not a rear sight? But I think the rear sight on the opposite side of the magnifier. So you need to, put that down before you can use the magnifier. I've used the Holosun HS 510C red dot. I actually always liked it, honestly. I never had any issues with it. It's just a big old open emitter red dot. I don't know. I don't know what it is. There's something about it. I think I might just like more of like the aesthetic of a classic Mark 18. The brace on this gun, for whatever reason, like the brace coupled with the quad rail with the Holosun, and I'm just like, I don't know. My eyes don't know where to go. Let me take a sip and think about it for a second. Six and a half. It's going to go 6.5. I don't know. Something's speaking to me, but I don't know if I like it. Rossick says solid 6. Archie says hi. Hello, Archie. Good to see you on Twitter. This is the best troll I've ever seen. This has to be a troll submission. He took your favorite gun and put a bunch of things you can't stand on it. 7. The brace looks off. That's what I'm saying. I agree with Brian. He is messing with Clint hard. The Beretta on crack. Slick Tomorrow War build, 10 altogether. Okay. Hey, Clint. Real quick, is that a lightsaber in the top left behind you? It is. I was thinking, maybe I'll do a review, really throw the algorithm for like a whirlwind of my Cal Kestis lightsaber. Show you guys what kind of cool tricks I can do, because at the end of the day, I'm a fucking nerd. The brace just doesn't fit with this. He said, and Brian, you put all the stuff you don't like on a gun you do like on purpose. Sorry, I hate it. 9 out of 10 Q honey badgers. Oh man. Clinton finally found a Mark 18 that is sus. Something is just wonky. That's what I'm saying. Like I want to shoot it, but yeah, she baffles me. That's all there is to it. 5 leftover parts rifle. May the force be with you and also with you. And brace looks weak as fuck, but overall it's got potential. I actually think the brace would hold up just fine. I'll be honest with you. My Honey Badger SD, which used to be right there, sitting over there, the stock on that guy, that's a weak stock. Like, make sure if you've got to like ever mortar around out of it or anything that the stock is fully collapsed, or else you'll bend those rails. The gun's made to be lightweight. That's like the thing, right? For that gun. So that's the only thing. And I can assume that this brace would have a similar result if you tried to mortar it and the brace was extended. But yeah, so yeah, I think we've pretty much had it with this Mark 18. And maybe it needs some FDE to break up the color. Maybe, maybe. Oh, fellow Jedi Fallen Order enjoyer, I see. Dude, those are some of the best games, man. I had a lot of fun with those. A lot of fun. All right. And look, man, Marin, she's hot, dude. Like, you can't deny it. Like, her creepy ass witch self, like, it looks extremely front heavy. That it does. Red dot just way forward. I would change brace. I think that's a 20 round mag, which adds it to it looking weird. Yeah. Somebody got me on this one. Somebody definitely got me on this one. That's all there is to it. Maximus, where you at? I know you in here. Anyway, that's gonna be the last one for the night, guys. 11 o'clock now. I'll get to you guys. We'll do this again because, like I said, this is always a lot of fun, and I see quite a few in here from you all. So we'll get there. All right, we'll get there. And with that, though, thank you guys for. Yes, Marin is a 10. I knew I'd find some other weirdos out there just like me. Oh God, that's funny. Oh, there's Maximus here. It's a good gun to shoot, though. I promise. I bet it is, bro. I bet it is. You know what? If I ever host like a range day of my own, show up with that thing. I want to shoot it. Okay. Tanner, wedding fun, nods fun, 22 Creed fun. Always a good time on your live streams, man. I appreciate that, Tanner. Thank you much, dude. And I appreciate, again, all of you guys tuning in tonight, hanging out for a little bit. Happy, again, President's Day. Happy Monday, kicking off your week. And I will see you guys next week, thereabouts, something like that, and don't, I might be a little sporadic with my uploads and going live and things like that, but I promise you, after April, things are really going to start calming down. Wedding coming up, and then some travel and all that type of stuff. So a lot of work things happening right now too, as you can imagine, with the new administration, and then just a bunch of new things happening with GOA. So let's don't think I'm forgetting about you guys. I'll be putting out more content here soon, and I think that's about it. All right. So yeah, Maximus, my pleasure. You guys are too funny, man. So, hey, dude, that would be a fun one. I'm definitely thinking about, I mean, the range day before GOA's goals is, I'll be there. You know what I mean? And I'm going to be doing all sorts of fun stuff there, and it'll be a good time. So that's all there is to it. But yeah, cheers to all of you guys. Keith, thanks again for being the first one to comment. You're a loyalist, bro, to the Magdump Mafia, that is. And God bless you all. Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. I will catch you on the next one right here. Cheers to you all. Have a good night, and we will see you next time. Sound good? Yeah, I think so. All right. Y'all take it easy.